Good morning. It is another cold day here, but it's a pretty day. I I've recorded some of this. I think I'll post it where I dug up this little trail here. It gives me a nicer place to park. Hopefully, it won't get too muddy. I went up. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I don't get phone service down here, um, and they won't give me access to their Wi-Fi, which is I understand it's pretty secure. I can get Wi-Fi up at the dealership, and I can get phone reception past the dealership, but otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of not in communication most of the time. But I did go up the road bright and early, check the bank. I made about $2,400 yesterday, I think. I don't think they have any more logs to process. They seemed okay with the size of logs I'm selling them, so I will probably continue to do that. My plan today is to cut down more trees. I also talked to the guys at the lumber place about sawdust, and they will actually buy sawdust. They use it as a fuel or something. I haven't really done a good job of keeping the stuff in a good place. I have to basically bucket it up with the bucket on that, and then I can sell it at the same place I'm selling the logs, right next to it. So today I plan to cut down some more trees. I might put in a path over here, kind of figure out where I want the edge of my first field to be. I mean, this seems like a good size if I come out to here somewhere. And I'll put in a path to designate the edge of it, and then clear the trees, and I can start clearing this out. So for now, I'm going to cut down some trees. Maybe I'll take this big boy here out and some of these others, and I will see you after that's done. So I'm thinking, and you know what the trouble that gets me into? I'm thinking that if I cut these to the length that that place will accept, I could just drive them over there. Now, it works for here because we're not that far away. But if I cut them to the length that the machine will kind of accept, I think I'll make more money. And then later I'll have to figure out a way to move them better, because it's really much easier to move them with the bucket than with this draggy thing. But I think the draggy thing has its purpose. So the length I think I want to cut, like this is the big one. This one's huge. But think these little ones, these smaller ones, I think I can cut to length. Kind of, if I cut them in half, maybe that'll be fine. We'll see. See how dangerous this process is. I've got this big giant one. So I was doing like 1 step, 2 steps. So if I go 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that a good length? Let's go with 6 steps. Very accurate measurement, 6 steps. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Hopefully I'm not wasting a bunch of wood doing this, or I'm going to mess this up and this is going to be just useless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right where the stump is, that's useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right, that seems enough. Now, the smart thing to have done would have been done this once to one tree and not all 4 of my trees, but let's see if I can get these over there. I need to back up. Oh, well, that's helpful. Son of a gun. Can I nudge it? Nudge? Probably not. Should I have cut these longer? It's this one, that one. Blah. There we go. So yeah, 1 log. I wonder if I got a trailer I could just set these on with the tractor. That would be better. Beep beep. Ooh. So that is half, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could almost double that in size. But I mean, that's a good size log, right? I just need to figure out a way to move them easier. It doesn't involve bucketing them 1 at a time. I wonder if I could bucket them 2 at a time. Alright, well, I'll get the rest of these picked up and sold, and I will see you guys on the other side. Well, I am out at the diner. I decided to get lunch, and I needed to clean out my RV, refill the water tank, stuff like that. But I got a notification from the lumber mill that I'd been paid, which is great. I got paid, I'll yell this out, but I got paid like 10 grand, like just about 10 grand. I'll post a picture when it's done of my bank balance, but I have almost 20 grand in the bank. And yeah, I mean, it was a pain, and my concern is that I'm gonna have to figure out a way to move this wood better. I mean, what I'm doing is fine for now, only because I'm so close to the lumber mill. Try not to hit this building, but I need something bigger to move these logs with, because I can't keep dragging them over there with the. Well, there you go. I'll get one of these. So I need to spend money to improve my process here. So I think I'm going to stop by the dealership and see what they've got. I called over and they said they have a trailer there, a small trailer, but he wasn't really sure about it. So I'll drive over and see what they've got. But I mean, I'm amazed at how much I've made today. I mean, it's early afternoon. I could still cut down 2 or 3 more trees. Somebody needs to get these branches. But yeah, I mean, it was really a good day. It's a good day out there, and I mean, maybe tomorrow. It's still too cold to start planting, but I can plow, I think. But yeah, I need to figure something out, and maybe put in an order for a piece of equipment, something I can put on the tractor to move logs better. But we'll see. We'll see what they have. It's a bit of a drive, but so yeah, I'll check back in, and as soon as I get there, and we'll see what they've got. Now, I guess this is it. Yeah, I don't. Does it tip? If it tips, it'd be nice. It must do something. I don't know. I think I'll have to get something else. Something a little more extensive. But anyway, I'll see you guys back down the hill for when I go to cut down some more money. Money. I'll go tell the guy I don't think this is going to work. There's a guy at the dealership, and he contacted another location of theirs that has more forestry options. And so the guy there called me and left me a message and sent me some pictures by email. And like I did with Edith at the lumberyard, going to impersonate him. And he had I'm going to say a New York accent. I don't know. But here we go. Mr. Carter, this is your boy Sal from the dealership. Your guy Jerry told me you were looking for some lumber equipment on the, shall we say, entry-level side of things. So I've got what we have here at the dealership. Now, I don't know what your situation is, but hopefully something like this will work. Let me know if I can help you out. The first thing we got here is IT Runner. This is a skip loader system like dumpsters, except it's for logs. So you throw the logs in there and then you drag it up on the back of the trailer. Now the trailer itself's 43, 44 grand. The timber skip costs about 8.5. So there's your basic setup. Now this doesn't tip for you. I know Jerry said that was the thing you wanted, but you know it's a little easier to load. We have a Joskin point tipper, and what that is it mounts on the back of your tractor, and it can dump. Now it'll hold logs. That's about $5,000, and you know it might be useful to you. I think you're probably looking for something a little bigger. Next is the stepper system. It's a trailer. It's got a crane. This one doesn't tip and costs about 53, 54 grand. I'm gonna put the MSRPs up on the emails. Don't worry about that. We'll make you a deal. Next option here. Now, don't look at the tractor because that's another customer's. That tractor will set you back. But we have a crane. It'll hook up on the front or the back. And then on the back is when we got a log claw. Now, the crane's about 4.5, and the log claws is about 1.5. It's good for moving stuff around, and if you got to lift over some of these things. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is the Flegel AR system. This is similar to the IT Runner skip system. except you'd never set these on the ground. You back the truck or trailer up under them, and they have like legs they stand on. So you have to get the tow frame, which is the trailer thing, and that's about 16 grand. And then you have your choices, one with a crane and one without. Now, the tipping option obviously is something you were asking about, but it doesn't really make it easier to load. It makes it easier to dump. So you'd still have to figure it out. And if you don't have a crane, you're going to have to get something over the metal bars. So those are the things we have. Give us a call if we can be of assistance.